The moon hangs high in the midnight sky, casting a silver glow over the sprawling gardens of the Tsukinami Mansion. Yui stands in the center of a vast training ground, her hands clenched, her eyes filled with determination. Carla and Shin stand before her, their faces serious, illuminated by the pale moonlight. Carla's expression softens, seeing the fire in her eyes. The moonlight reflects off Carla's hair as he gestures towards a stone pillar at the edge of the field. Shadows begin to swirl around him, his presence radiating authority. He extends his arm, and the shadows wrap around the pillar, crushing it into dust. The moonlight flickers as the shadows return to Carla's side, swirling gracefully before fading into the darkness. Carla stands behind Yui, his voice calm and steady as he guides her through ancient chants. Shadows flicker at her feet, slowly starting to respond to her will. Sweat drips down her forehead as she struggles to control them. Yui's eyes narrow in concentration, her hands trembling as she extends them forward. The shadows twist and swirl, but suddenly they lash out uncontrollably, smashing into the wall behind her. She gasps, stumbling backward. Meanwhile, Shin watches from a distance, his arms crossed, a thoughtful expression on his face. He notices the shadows reacting wildly to Yui's emotions. After hours of training with shadows, Carla and Shin lead Yui to a dimly lit chamber. The air is thick with ancient magic, and the walls are etched with glowing symbols. Yui looks at them in confusion. Carla steps forward, his eyes intense. He draws a small blade and makes a cut on his palm. Blood flows out, but instead of dripping to the floor, it hovers in the air, forming into sharp crimson shards. Yui's eyes widen in shock. Yui hesitates, fear flickering in her eyes. Shin steps closer, his voice firm. His words ignite a spark of determination within her. She nods, her fear melting away. Meanwhile, at the Tsukinami Mansion, Ayato stands by the window, staring into the distance with a troubled expression. The air feels heavy, a strange energy disturbing the balance of the vampire realm. Reiji enters, adjusting his glasses with a serious look. Ayato's eyes narrow, his fists clenching. Ayato turns away, his heart aching. He remembers Yui's smile, her gentle voice. Determined to find answers, Ayato storms out of the room, his eyes burning with resolve.